What's good, guys? Welcome back to Sayaz channel regarding hobbies. In this content, I just want to do another video regarding the issue right here. You all know, if you subscribe to this channel, you all know I've done a couple of videos about this issue. But since then, I received tons of questions about the issue as well. So I decided to do a answering session after 8 months buying the shoe. Without further ado, let's go.
Attention everyone, hello. Yes, I just want you to know that this is not my decision.
So guys, just like the intro, my name is Sayaz. Welcome to Sayaz Work, the channel regarding hobbies. I've done tons of videos about hobbies. If you're into hobby stuff, you can subscribe to this channel. I've done some of the video about shoes, about model making, about places, and also about football in general and football jerseys as well. After a while, since I've done a third content, so I decided to do a catch-up session since I've got tons of questions about issue. This is the 2020 Adidas Pro Model Retro, or I can say it is a bit like Nike Pro, if you can say it. But in Adidas terms, it is called the Retro mode. Term that if you are into car modification, you know the terms taken from car industry, it is restoration mode. But for me, I don't see that too many restoration in this retro release. First of all, I would like to say the shoe is a banger, but you need to understand a few things about the shoe if you're trying to cop one. I've got tons of questions where to get this shoe. Actually, if you are in Malaysia like me, you can browse to adidas.my and you can get this shoe now at a cheaper price now. I bought this 8 months ago at the price of $379, almost equivalent to $100, 100 USD. But now you can get this at a knockdown price $269 if I'm not mistaken. That's a discount more than 100 ringgit. If you planning to get one, should go to adidas.com.my and browse it. Just now, there's still quite the sizes, big size, my size is still there as well. So then I've got another question about the material. The color for this shoe is triple black because it is full black, and it has this pattern leather at the 3 stripes. If you're familiar with the Pro model, there are a few versions of it. There was the OG one, worn by Karim Abdul-Jabbar and tons of NBA players of the past. That is one of the most famous Adidas silhouette. So if you want to see the unboxing video, I've done an unboxing video about this shoe. I pointed out some specific or detailed look of this shoe, and then I've done a performance video about the shoe, but the performance video is a bit not really good because I've done it in the fasting month. When I edited, I thought I might want to do another one, but I'm racing against time at the time I've done a video. But thank God I got quite a view on that video as well. So from the two videos, I've got a few questions, and some of them from my friend as well, asking about this shoe. What is the buzz with this shoe? First of all, this is not a new release from Adidas, it's just a retro. The only difference that they make is they make some improvement for this shoe, especially on the cushion. If you look at the back, there's a bounce sign. So this is updated cushioning system from Adidas, which they use bounce instead of the Adiprint Plus in the 2002G release. I think if I'm not mistaken, the next release Adidas uses the Adiprint Plus. So there are a few releases from Adidas for the Pro model shoes. This one was taken from the 2000 Pro Model 2G setup. Only they changed the cushioning material, which is bounce. Prior to that, in 2006, they released the Pro Model Model S. That one was used by NBA stars such as Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan as well. They have a different shape. Actually, I didn't like the design of that model. I prefer this one, and that one has a different outsole. I think the design of that shoe is mimicking some of the primary Adidas model at the time. I think it's E3 or the A-Cube version. Adidas have that A3 or A-Cube design and that era where I think Adidas changed some of their design language for that models. Some says the A3 or A-Cube is for LeBron James, but LeBron James opted to go to Nike when Adidas didn't want to pay 100 million for the contract previously offered to him. So in the year 2010, Adidas released another Pro model, which is Adidas Pro Model 2010. I remember that Kevin Garnett wore them in some of his PE colorways, and one of them have his own face at that shoe, if not mistaken, or maybe under KG Adidas models. In that shoe, have some setup like the Adidas Supernatural, especially on their midsole. Have like a bubbly design, circular pattern like the Adidas Supernatural, famously worn by Derrick Rose before he had his own signature shoe line. And the next year, in the year 2011, Adidas releases another Pro Model line. It's entirely a different design. Doesn't have this shell toe. The 2006 model have this shell toe, and the 2010 version have this shell toe as well. But for the 2011 version, it doesn't have that shell toe like this. Instead, they have a entirely different design, and it's called the Pro Model Zero. I think I almost copped that version, but I didn't buy it because that one has a similar setup like the Adidas Crazy Light. So it brings us to this model. So I've used this for 8 months now, and I'm quite satisfied with how I spend my money on this. First of all, people ask me what is the material. I spoke about the material in the first video when I did unboxing about the shoe. Actually, it's not a real leather. This one is more like a synthetic leather material, still in good condition. So I can say it's quite durable. And while some people ask me about the outsole is full herringbone with a midsection kind of design with some section divided in this outsole divided by some of your foot section. So in the middle part of it is still durable, still okay, ocean plate. This is nothing plastic, but it contains your foot very well. So I can say that this is the earlier version of split frame which currently used in Adidas models. So inside is fatly padded. So some of them ask me, is this a wide foot friendly shoe? I think if you are wide footed, take half a size up. I'm wide footed, I take this 10.5 US. It fit me very snug. I should take US 11, but overall I am satisfied after a while, because it takes some time for the shoe to break in well with your feet. So once it is break in well, so it is good to go. I don't have any more issue. And some other issue is that you will have some time adjusting with this toe cap. This is made of rubber, so sometimes if you have a bad combination socks, I found that sometimes I feel it hurt my toe a bit because I think the material is made of rubber. I don't know why, maybe because it's made of rubber itself. But after some time break in into the shoe, I didn't find that problem anymore. And if you have that similar problem, I think you might need some time to break in this shoe. While the cushioning use bounce cushion setup, but for this one, this is I didn't feel the bounce as much as like the best Adidas bounce model. For example, the Dame 2. This one is lower to the ground profile. I think it's minimal cushion setup. At times it hurts my feet a bit, but sometimes after using it for some times, I get used to it, and I think it is better than the Print Plus, but not as responsive bounce setup that we all love. I think if you use Adidas, you know what is bounce setup. So other than that, inside it is fatly padded and very comfortable. The downturn for this model, I think, is the insole. If you take out the insole, It is quite thin insole. I would recommend you to change it to more thicker insole, more comfortable insole, so you can feel a better setup for this shoe. Other than that, I don't think there's any complaint with this shoe. Some of the viewer asked me what is the length or size for the shoe. For this, I've taken 10.5 for US size or 9.5 UK, but it wrote in the box as US 10. If you're familiar with Adidas, it is weird they didn't put this as 10.5. I consider this as 10.5 US. It is 25 centimeter long, so I think it is quite a shoe, quite a good bang for your money. If you want to try this shoe, you can get it at local Adidas or website. I think most country they offer online and you can get it maybe now on the discount prices. So this guys, my answering question about this shoe. Some of the viewer asked me a lot of curious questions about shoe. Either they should get it. I think you might want to try it if you can get this on your foot. Try at any Adidas outlet. I would recommend that because some of the issue is maybe this toe cap and for the white footer. So my recommendation is you guys to get a half size up so you won't have any problem, and please get yourself a good suitable socks while wear this and change the insole as well. So to wrap things up, don't forget to like, share and comment on this content today. It's been a while since I made a content talking directly on the camera. Support your guy by subscribing to this channel, and like always, see you guys in the next one. Peace. Ciao.